You want to talk about what we're watching?
Yes.
Let's do it.
We're the Where's Brunch podcast, as you can see. And here's what we're watching on TV.
Excuse me, partner. Can you keep that shit down? You see me watching TV.
Let's see here. Do you remember the name of it?
It wasn't called OD.
No, it was called. Hold on, let me see. You watched documentary. Streaming yawning. Old Dirty Bastard: A Tale of Two Dirties. It's the story of Old Dirty Bastard. On A&E, I believe. Yes, on A&E.
It's on A&E.
It was good.
Very.
It was good. I knew a lot of the stuff and whatnot, but I didn't know some of the things in such detail.
Yeah.
So they went really into his family, even though they didn't talk about. They only briefly touched on all the kids he had outside of his marriage. But Dirty was a wild dude, man. He was a wild dude, he seemed like an amazing person and a tortured soul at the same time.
Yeah. I didn't know the Rockefeller piece.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't know how I missed that part of
man, I hated that.
of his life that I don't remember. I remember he was in jail, he got out of jail, and he was dead not long after.
Yeah, I hated that. I hated when it was happening because you can see when Old Dirty got out, you can see he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He wasn't there. He had gained all that weight, of course, and he talked about how the hard time he had when he was in there and like how they was trying to kill him. Basically.
Right, and they were drugging him.
Yeah, it was drugging him and whatnot, and I
Yeah.
think he probably got beat up a few times or something.
Yeah,
Like that. You could tell like people come home with their faces, you know what I'm saying, like swollen up, looking different. It was rough when he got home. So him signing a record deal, I was like, this sounds crazy.
Yeah. Somebody trying to make money off of him.
Yeah, and hey man, Dame, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Dame was trying to help him at the same time, but I think mostly they was trying to, you know what I'm saying? It was just like take advantage of his name, stuff like that. And one thing that did stand out, and it could just be the documentary didn't cover it well enough, but when he was locked up, it was like his Wu-Tang brothers, like the Wu-Tang were like non-existent.
Yeah, it was a lot of there was a huge chunk where we didn't even see Wu-Tang as they were telling the story.
The whole time when he once he started with the drug usage, really crazy up until him dying.
Yeah,
to him dying. And listen, again, they could have not covered it well enough in the documentary.
Right.
I'm not trying to take a shot at any of the Wu members. I love Wu. You know that.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. But according to the doc, the way it looked, just like dang, and it's tough.
I had questions.
It's tough for an adult drug addict. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough to deal with it. Like it's a lot of times people end up having to turn their backs on loved ones and stuff like that. So I kind of get it at the same time.
And who he was surrounded by, like the group of people that were surrounding him when he got out, like that Jeremy dude.
He just showed up out of nowhere.
Who was this? How did he become?
Old Dirty didn't even know he had a new deal.
Yeah, like how did all of that happen?
Yeah.
I had so many questions.
That was nasty.
And the same thing about the whole $1 million, because you heard his wife say his wife and kids didn't get any of the money. They're wondering where the hell is the money, and who the hell is that Jeremy dude, and who he conveniently declined to be interviewed for the documentary.
Yeah,
they showed that they reached out to him and he wouldn't be interviewed. That's really just disgusting.
It's nasty.
Just disgusting to exploit, because it feels like Dirty was exploited at the end, and you saw Mariah came out for him when they picked him up to get him out, and he looked like he was just spaced out. He
wasn't there.
He was completely spaced out and not really, there. Like he knew people, like he hugged Mariah. You could tell he was looking at her, but he looked completely spaced out. And that's just so unfortunate that he was, left to be exploited like that. And Dame Dash.
Yeah, that signing, I didn't like that. But shout out to Old Dirty, man. I had the privilege, and it's one of the highlights of my live show, career, of going to see Old Dirty live. I talked about it before and whatnot. Like, it was just an amazing situation. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's such a performer. And when we were watching him, I said, he's like a mix between James Brown and who did I say? James Brown and
I can't remember who you said.
Who did I say?
It was a rapper, wasn't it? I can't remember who you said.
Yeah, but his performance, his stage presence in the beginning when he first came out, the energy and all of that, it was just like I saw so much James Brown in him, and you know, just great.
I don't know if you've ever heard this song from Old Dirty. It's a cover.
I've been watching you anyway, y'all know nothing about the pimp game. I want to thank Rick James for letting me do this song. Thank you very much.
What?
Y'all know about this.
What?
Hey!
Oh my gosh!
Girl, who do you belong to?
Oh my gosh!
Point of view is, girl, I think you're hot. If we talk,
I love it. Oh my gosh! Uh-oh, let me hear how he does this.
There's no dictionary book
Hey!
to explain how you look, 'cause I think you're hot. Sexy, sexy, sexy.
Oh wow!
Cold, blooded, till I think you're hot.
Produced by the Neptunes.
Wow!
Hey, Dirty.
Love it.
Girl, what's your name and number? Is it true? Girl, you think I'm hot? If we try to get to know each other,
This is insane.
might find
How have I never heard this before?
couldn't trade me for another, 'cause I think you're so sexy, 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 baby.
Shout out to Old Dirty, man.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
I
peace.
think you're wrong.
We are the Weird Brunch Podcast.
Yes, I'm Tree Marie.
And I'm Brocky. Y'all be good out there.
Wow.
Love y'all.
Sweetheart, baby, touch me, girl, where I wanna be touched. Don't ever complain, got you in the Cobra cuts. Love me tender, love me sweet. I wanna bust this in a super freak. Oh, you's a super freak. Me anywhere. You ain't scared, love to do it, do or dare. I wanna undress you, hold your Lucy tight, and I won't all night. Cold, blooded.
Wow.